Hey you guys, happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day. So I'm super excited. It is look number 3 for Halloween week. And I want to do something a little bit different, and I did add a lash tonight. So we are going to try to attempt my first lash on camera. I apply lashes quite often, but never on camera. So this will be interesting. But we did a nice dark black eye with an orange rim and then some glitter on the inside, like a halo eye. And then I did some black under my lower lash line and some orange, but I will show you how to do it all that. It's super easy. We're going to be using some palettes today, but you don't have to have these palettes to get this look, of course. You can always use whatever you have on hand. You just need certain colors. So I'm super excited. This is going to be a little bit different than our normal look, so I'm super excited. And I went with a dark lip today, so definitely changing it up a little bit. So to get started, all I did was prime my eye, and I put some powder on it just to set it. I used the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. So this is really, really good. I love this stuff, and I found it at CVS. They have it at CVS, so I won't have to worry about getting it at Ulta anymore because they do have Essence at CVS, which I never knew. But I'm super excited. Let's get started. I cannot wait. It's almost Halloween, you guys. Almost Halloween. I look crazy right now. I gotta get started. So I primed my eye, of course, with the e.l.f. lid primer like I always do. And then, like I said, I set it with this. And now what we're going to do is going to be a little different. Like I said, you're going to need a gel liner, a black gel liner, any kind that you have that's in like the pot. I mean, you could use the stick like this and then just smudge it on your lid. But I find this to be a little easier because I can just use a brush, dig in there and put it on there. So before we do that, I just want to tell you we're going to be doing this in 1 second. We're going to start with a transition shade. Just a quick crease transition shade just to get everything going. And I'm going to be using the Venice Fling Bailey Sarian times Estate palette. I got this way back, and like Ipsy gave it to us in one of their bags. And it's really, really nice. These shades are kind of hard to work with, the bottom ones, but these are really, really nice. So all we're going to do is take tan lines right here, and we're going to put that in our crease. So I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. This is just to put down a color as a transition shade, just to get us started so all the other shadows and products actually blend out easier. So this is what we're doing. Just putting a nice even layer of that and blending it up. My lighting seems off. Hold on, you guys. It's going to go dark for a second, so hold on. Let's see, is that any better? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. I was like, where is the light? I have you guys in front of like a ring light setup. I need to get better lighting. I need to get a camera. I will be doing that very soon, you guys. And like I said, I appreciate your patience. You guys are all wonderful. I love talking to you guys too. You guys are so sweet. You're always giving me ideas. You're always like saying that, you know, you enjoy the videos, and that just makes me so, so happy. I love talking to you guys. Like, I get so excited when I see a comment, and I'm like, yay, because I want to be interactive with you guys. I want to talk with you guys. I want to get your ideas. I want to get what products and brands you want to see on the channel, because it's not just my channel, it's yours too. You know, you're like, we're all part of this channel, so I love that. So like I said, I'm just layering this up a little bit. You don't have to make it super dark. I'm just getting a nice good layer on there and then blending it out. You don't have to go crazy with blending this one out. Usually when you do have a transition shade, you're going to want to blend it out pretty good, but you're going to see why. It's not going to matter much, but I wanted to put this as a base for the color going on top of this, so you'll see. So I'm done with this palette for now, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take that black eyeliner, the black gel liner, and I have the Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Gel Liner, and it's, oh, I have brown. You guys, I thought this was black. Well, it's okay. See, we all have interesting things, but it still works. Brown or black works. So you're gonna take this, and then I'm just using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Wow, I thought this was black. I'm losing it, you guys, but it still works out. I'll show you how. So I already used this brush for this, so I'm just gonna use the same brushes like I always do, because like I said, we've been doing a lot of looks this week. So you're just gonna take the brown or black gel liner, and you're going to start putting that on your lid. You're just going to start packing it on the lid. Don't put way too much, because you are going to blend this out. Now, doesn't that look black? I'm telling you, like, this threw me for a loop. I thought this was in black, and it looks like black going on the lid, but I don't know, I guess it's brown. I guess I'm losing like sight of my colors. Who knows? So I'm trying not to push that way too far up. I'm trying to keep that on the lid as much as possible because we are going to blend it. It is a little tricky to blend, but once you get used to it, it's like riding a bike. Once you get used to it, it doesn't take long at all. And you do want to get that as close to your inner tear duct as possible. It's kind of hard, like I said, but try your best. And like I said, I'm just doing a nice thin layer. Even go to that outer corner area. Don't go too far over, but right where your eyelid, you know, your upper and lower lash line meet, you want it right there. So before you keep adding more, I blend it out a little bit. And we're going to get to this, so you'll see. So now I'm just taking the e.l.f. blending eye brush. It's that really densely packed brush. And all I'm going to do is start using little circular motions. And then I'm going to go like this, windshield wiper motions by the edges like we did with yesterday's look. And we're going to start blending out those edges. Now it does take some time, but it's going to be well worth it. Look at that, like really deep black smoky eye. I love it. It was so much fun to create. I was like, I want to do something different with you guys today. I know I've been doing a lot of like pretty simple looks, so this one's a little bit more intense, so I thought doing a little bit something different would be fun. But we still have a really fun look coming up with graphic liner, so stay tuned for that. I think that one's going to be done Saturday. I'm going to practice it tomorrow because I want to make sure I get the look that I want to show you guys, and then we will do it Saturday, right before Halloween. So I'm just blending, like I said, little bits at a time. As you can see, it is slowly blending. So now that you got that blended out, you're going to add some more. So you're going to go back into your gel liner. Going to dip into that again, and you're going to go a little bit higher this time, just right above your crease, the smallest amount. The smallest amount above your crease. Whoopsies. That's all right. I'll just use a Q-tip. See, I don't even call it make mistakes. We all do things like this because it's not a mistake. It's a learning process. Just use a Q-tip. There's colors going there anyway. The black is probably going to merge there anyway at some point, so I'm not going to freak out about it. And I'm just going to keep building that up very lightly because I don't want to put it up too much because otherwise it's going to get harder to blend. So a nice thin layer, and then you blend it again. So now that I got another thin layer, I always put the cap back on because I don't want it to dry out. I'm going to use that same blending brush. I'm going to start doing little squiggly motions like this at the edge again. And like I said, it is like a little process, but it is so worth it, you guys. It comes out so nice. And once we get through the liner, it's quick and easy, I promise. Very easy, but fun. So I'm just blending where those edges are. Like I said, you don't want to come all the way down here and blend up because then you're losing all that pigmentation that you have down there. And you want that to stay there. You want that to stay very intense and dark. So I'm just going to start doing that and using these little squiggly motions all over that edge. And I think I went in with that liner, like the steps with the liner and blending 3 to 4 times with the other eye. So I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, this is not a big deal. Because see, in this eye, the black merges with the orange there. So no biggie. Not a big deal at all. Make sure you get that outer corner right here, and we're just going to keep blending up and up. See, now it's getting higher. Slowly but surely it's going to get up to here, but you'll see how it gets that high. It's not going to be that high with just the gel liner, but you will see. Okay, now that I got that blend, I'm going to go back one more time. I know this seems like, why are you doing this? Because it just comes out really nice and sultry and deep, and I love that. So now I'm just going to keep doing that a little bit more in that same spot right above the crease. Just a little bit more product. Okay, just a little bit more, literally a tiny bit more, and I'm going to go back in there and blend that. So I'm just taking this brush and doing the same thing. right on those edges. Little circular motions. I'm barely putting any pressure on the brush, but I am holding it about midway, so there is still some pressure, and I have a lot of control on my brush this way. If you have it way down here, it's less pressure, so I'm having about mid pressure on the brush, and I'm having a little bit more control than if I were to hold the brush back on the handle further. So I'm just doing this a little bit more. We are almost there, you guys. I can't wait to show you. It was so fun to create. It was so fun. I'm just doing that in the outer corner as well. Look at that. We're getting, see, we're getting up there. We're getting up there, and I love that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do one more, so 4 times, and that's no big deal. I'm just going to do right there in the same spot. Okay, just a little bit more, and now I'm done with this. I'm completely done with the liner. And I'm going to go back in there and bring it, that last bit, up as far as it'll go. And just be patient, it will blend. I know it's kind of weird to blend out a liner, like a gel liner, on your lid, but it's actually really cool how it comes out. It's just such a nice deepness and richness and pigmentation to it. It just comes out so nice compared to just using shadow. So give it a try sometime. It does take a little bit of patience, but it is so worth it. And it's Halloween season. Why not try it now? It's like the perfect time to try it. All right, see how high we got with that liner now? We're pretty high up there, so that's perfect. So now what I'm going to do, hold on one second, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black eyeshadow. I'm using the OPV Beauty Spotlight eyeshadow palette. I think this is from BoxyCharm. I think so. But I'm going to use this black right here. I love those colors right here. Oh my gosh, so pretty. But we're using Exposure right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that same, I just used the same eyeshadow brush that I was using with the gel liner. And I'm going to go into that color. And I'm going to start packing that on that black. Little bits at a time though, because you don't want it too much. Basically, we're setting the liner right now. We're going to set it on our eye, just like you would a powder on your face to set your face. Same concept. And get it really close to that lash line. And now you can get that right there. See, now we'll fill in that little spot. Perfect. There we go. Just doing that right up here. Now before we put any more, just put one layer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that same blending brush we used with the liner, and we're going to start blending that out. And like I said, this is going to take a little blending as well, but look at that. We're getting there really easy. Once you get the hang of it, like I said, it's really simple. It's really fun after a while. It's just like building layer on layer, which is really, really nice. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, those little swivel motions. When I say swivel, I basically mean little circles, and then I do windshield wiper motions at the same time, but very slowly. So I'm just making sure I'm getting it to where I want it. Okay, and then the outer corner area. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to intense it a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more. Right above the crease. You don't want to go too far up because then it will be really too dark up here, because you're going to put another color there too. So you're just going to put it right above the crease and start blending. Blend, blend, blend. And blending is really key, you guys. It truly is. I know it can be a hassle sometimes, and it feels like it's never going to blend out. But you, as long as you just keep being persistent, it will blend. Unless it's one of those eyeshadows that just never blend. And I've had a couple of those. I know how frustrating that could be. Alright, we are almost done with this part, you guys. We are almost done with the black portion for now. I'm just making sure those edges are nice and blended. See, very pretty. Make sure you get that inner corner. You want that too. So I just put a little bit and bang it off. And I'm literally going in here and going like up and down with my brush. And you can always add more, of course, little bits at a time. There we go, perfect. Now I'm just using the brush to go up and down with it very gently. Nothing crazy. And now I'm going to go to that edge again and just gently swivel that out again. Just nice and gently. All right. Look at that. I'm loving it. So excited for this. So happy. I'm just going to add a little bit. See a little bit lighter of a spot. So I'm just going to take that and just swivel it in the outer corner. Now you can have it to the intensity that you want. I wanted mine really, really dark and sultry, and I think this came out really nice. All right. All right, so now before we continue on, what we're going to do, we're going to use the same palette, but you're going to grab a different brush. You're going to grab, where did I put it? Another e.l.f. blending brush. Looks just like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this really nice orange color called Glimmer. And we're going to use this brush and we're going to start putting it on the outside, just stamping it on ever so lightly. We're going to blend it in a minute, you'll see. Stamp it along the edge because you want that color to show. So we're just going to stamp it and then we'll blend it. And it's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect right now because like I said, we're going to blend it. Stamp, stamp, stamp all along the edge of the black shadow and liner. And then even in the inner corner, get that as well. So I'm trying to look in the mirror for the inner corner. Okay, just like that. And then right here as well, right by that nose. And now we're just going to start swiveling that orange, just like this. And you'll see we will do the black part as well, so it looks more combined. So do this first. You're going to blend out that orange, like we did with the other, just at that edge. And it's going to come really close to your brow. That's okay, because I want it to be a nice dramatic look. Make sure those edges are nice and softened. All right, so now you're probably worried about that black right there, but it's okay. So you're just gonna go and you're gonna use your brush that you used that you blended out the black with, and you're literally gonna do that swiveling motion again, just to blend that out. Just a little bit into that orange. And if you feel like it's not blending, you know what you could do, just add a little bit more of that orange and just go from there, but it will blend out, you'll see. Just keep doing that. Because gel liner is a little bit tougher to blend, but that's why I wanted to use something a little bit different. See how it's nice it's looking now? Now that we're blending it, we're just using that edge. You don't want to go too low with this. You just want to blend those edges out. I know, I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, we'll talk about something else. I'm going to be so lost after Halloween. I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I'm doing like looks every night on here. I'm going to be so lost. So I'm just going to add a little bit more and just blend it as I go now, since I just want it to be a little bit more vibrant. I'm just going to blend, blend, blend all along while I stamp it on. Such a pretty color. I love it. It reminds me so much of Halloween. I love it. All right, you guys. That looks good. I love it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get to the fun part. This little halo eye right here. So what you're going to do is, I find it easy to put a glitter glue or a glitter primer on. So like we did the other day, we're going to use the NYX Glitter Primer. Just put a little bit on your hand. You don't need a lot. And then you're going to grab your brush, whatever brush you use to apply this Where did I put mine? There it is. Okay, I'm just using an e.l.f. Concealer brush. It's a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to take that primer right here. Looks just like this, and I'm going to go right into the center. Let me get my mirror so I can see. And I'm just going to go right in the center here. And I'm going to go with that glue wherever I'm going to put the glitter. Go all the way up. Now you got to work fast with this because this will dry quickly. So just do this. And the reason why I use this is because since we're going to be using chunky glitter, this really helps adhere it better to the shadow. So it's just going to last longer. It's going to stick better. It's more vibrant. It just really is a good glitter primer. It really helps out. I love it. Okay. So it doesn't have to be blended out or anything. Absolutely not. So now what you're going to start with is, this is Colourpop's Cabana Club. And we're going to use this color called Bahama Mama, this really pretty orangey color. You could use your finger. You could use your brush. I'm going to use my finger right now. And watch this. Look at that color, you guys. Like, it is so freaking pretty. So pretty. And I'm going to bring it all the way up. Just like this one, we're going to bring it to the rim where the black ends. And don't be afraid, put as much or as little glitter as you want. I love glitter, so I love to put a lot. And you could gently blend it out with your finger, but we are going to do something after, so we are not done yet. Okay, so I'm done with that glitter, but I'm not done yet. Where did I put it? There it is. I'm also gonna, I just grabbed this the other day. This is from LA Colors. It's their Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow pigment. It's in the shade Honeysuckle. Be very careful when you open this though. It's a very messy component. As you can see, there has a little brush inside. This brush is terrible. So you can use it and just apply it. And this one's just a little bit lighter in color, but it's just so pretty. It is so pretty. And actually, I'm going to grab a pencil brush, you'll see. Actually, I'll just grab this brush right here. I'm going to dip into this because it's such a pretty color. Look at that color. I'm going to go right, I didn't even, ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Just to add a little bit to my inner corner, highlight right there. That is gorgeous. Just a little, because I don't want to cover up that black. That is beautiful. Just be careful because this will tip over and all of it will spill out on you. So I'm going to use a brush just to get in here and put more color on here. So I'm just going to tap it. But you don't have to add extra. If you just want one layer of glitter, that is perfectly fine. Whatever you like to use, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to put this back, and I'm not done yet. I have to add one more thing of glitter because I'm glitter obsessed. This is Cara Beauty's Orange Pop palette. This is so pretty. Love Cara Beauty. We will definitely be doing more looks of Cara Beauty palettes, but this color right here called Dime, it's glitter, like pretty chunky glitter. And I'm just going to start tapping that around with my finger. And that's that really pretty orange, loose glitter-like pigment that you see on the other eye. Just so pretty. I love their glitters. They're so pretty. They're so vibrant. They're just so pretty. And they're so easy to use, too. So easy to use. Just going to add a little bit more right here. Yeah, you guys, if you don't know me by now, I am glitter obsessed. Okay, so now that we're done with the glitter, we want to make sure this is blended. Otherwise, it just looks like we put a chunk of glitter on our face. So go back to your brush that you were using to apply the black and go back to the palette that you have your black eyeshadow in. Dip very, very lightly, bang it off, and you're just going to start tapping over the edges of the glitter because you don't want to look like it just plopped it on there. You want to blend it as well. A lot of blending in this video, but it really does help. It helps so it doesn't look so so chunky. Because see how much it looks so pretty right here? It's like leveled out and it's just so nice. We're going to do the same thing to this one. I'm literally just tapping that black eyeshadow so gently over the glitter. So gently, because I don't want it to all fall off. So I'm gently packing little bits on the edges. And you're going to see something. I'm going to blend it a little bit. No harsh edges. So easy. So easy, but so pretty. So pretty. I'm just going to start going like this as well. Just get that black back over there. Alright. Look at that. So stinking pretty. I love that. So pretty. Okay, so next what we're going to do, make sure everything looks even. Yes, it does. Now we're going to move on to liner. We are done with the top of the eye, you guys. Completely done. Is if you want to add a little bit more orange, you can. If you want to add any other colors, absolutely go for it. I might blend this out a little bit more in a minute, but because I see a spot, but that's okay. Let me just put the cap on the glitter. And now I'm going to go with the eyeliner. I have two different kinds because I like to, since I use lashes today, I want to tightline my upper waterline. But I don't like to use the pencils for that. I like to use the retractables. So they are both, I think, from Milani. Yep. So I'm going to use the Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner in Blackest Black. This is what it looks like. And then that is what it looks like. And I'll do a very easy to use, very pigmented and very creamy. I love Milani. Don't look at this one, guys. It's creepy. Ever so little. And the reason you want a tight line is so if there's a space between your lashes and you don't use eyeliner, it looks a little unnatural. This looks, not that fake lashes look natural, but sometimes they do actually. But this just helps it so there's not a gap between your lashes and your lower lash line. It just helps make it even out a little bit better to hide that band. So I just did a very little amount. You don't need a lot. And now what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner in Linked on Black. This one is the pencil. Looks like that. And that, look at that pigment. This one is amazing. I love this liner. I'm just going to go right in there. You don't even have to put barely any pressure on the pencil to your waterline to get the pigment. I love it. This is actually one of my favorite drugstore eyeliners. And it's okay if you're messy with it because we're going to smudge it out a little bit. Perfect. Get that inner corner a little bit more. I love it. And I like to do right there. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our eyeshadow palette with the black eyeshadow. And you're going to take a smudger brush, whatever kind you have on hand. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. smudger brush that we use a lot of the time on this channel. I'm going to go back into Exposure from the OPV palette. And I'm going to be very gentle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in the lower lash line. As close or as far as you want. You make it however you like it. Some people like a very thin line under their waterline. And some people like it a little more low on their eye. It's whatever your preference is. It depends on the look for me, but this is a little bit lower than what I'm usually doing for a normal day, but it still comes out really pretty. And I want it pretty dark. Pretty dark. See how this one's dark, but it's going to lighten up just a smidge by what we do next. So make sure you connect. And then you're going to use this brush to smudge the liner with that eyeshadow very gently. Just go back and forth very gently, barely putting any pressure. Just like that. And now what you would need is a brush like this. It's just a little pencil brush like we used for the inner corner. You're going to go back into that orange shade Glimmer. Well, I'm going to go into Glimmer, whatever orange shade you have. You're going to put it in there, bang it off, and you're going to start smoking it out with that black, just so we can have the same effect on the top, on the bottom as we do on the top of the eye. Very pretty, very easy to do. You just use that brush little bits at a time. Very, very easy. And this brush is like so soft. I love how soft it is. It's a Moda brush. It doesn't say detailing brush. Moda detailing brush. It is just so soft and it doesn't drag under your eye, which I hate. Brushes that when you're going to smudge out your lower lash line and it drags and pulls on your skin. That is the worst. All right. See in there? I put less orange on this side, so let's add a little bit more. Perfect. Before I go any further, I'm going to do the inner corner highlight because I don't want to forget about it, because I will. So I'm just going to grab that one that I used before. And I'm going to go right in the inner. Look at that. It's so pretty. So stinking pretty. This is like the weirdest contraption though, because it's hard to get the product out, but it's only $1 at the Dollar Tree, so you can't really go wrong. Can't really go wrong. I'm going to try to figure out how to get it out of here easier because it is such a pain to get out. All right, you guys. So this is what we're looking like right now. Really, really good, but like I said, I have that orange up here that I would just want to buff out a little bit more. So I'm actually going to use this Essence Smoky Eyes brush. I'm going to take that orange and I'm going to go right up here and really buff it out. I'm the type that likes to make sure if I see a spot it bothers me and I have to go in and do it right that second. So I just want to make sure it's buffed out and looking good like the other eye, because it'll bother me if it's not. Sorry, I know I'm going over one of the same parts we just went over. But I'm just making sure that it's all blended really nicely before we go into our lashes. That's better. There we go. Sorry guys, I just couldn't leave it like that. It was bugging me. Blending is key. Look at that. So much better. Oh my gosh, so much better. Okay, so we are done with the eye. We're going to go to our lashes now. Now, like I said, bear with me. This is like the first time I'm going to put lashes on camera. But I love Kiss lashes. They're very affordable. They're at Walmart, any drugstore really. These are the Look So Natural. I was trying to put on a big lash, but I wanted to do something very easy this time because it's my first time on camera applying them. I have a lot of dramatic lashes that I wanted to wear, but let's start small, right? But this one is in KF102, KFL02. There we go. Okay. So we're going to take one of my favorite lash glues as well, the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I love this lash glue. It is my favorite. My favorite. And this is what the other lash looks like. What you want to do is you want to gently grab it by the outer corner. This is the inner corner right here. This is the outer corner. Gently grab it with some tweezers. Very gently because you don't want to rip the actual lash. And you're just going to very gently peel it from there. Perfect. And since it's such a thin band, I don't think you guys can even see how thin that is. It's very stiff when it first comes out, so I like to bend it around a little bit before I go and try to apply the lash glue, just because it makes it a little bit more easier to apply to your eye when it's not so stiff. But these are really nice because the lash band is so thin, but if you're like me and you're not, it's not the easiest putting a lash on. Believe me, I wish I was really, really good at it. Like, some people are just amazing. They're so good at it. I can't, it takes me sometimes an hour just to get one lash on. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But it is true with practice, and you need a very small amount of glue. You don't need a lot. I put a little bit more at the ends so that they last. And you make sure you have to let your lash glue set for 30 seconds, at least 30 seconds to a minute. Otherwise, it's not going to stick very well. You want it to be tacky. So just let it sit there. I blow on it. I'm very impatient too. That's one thing about me. I'm a very impatient person. But I do wait on this. So But it comes out really, really pretty. I love it. It comes out so nice. And Kiss has really, really nice natural lashes and dramatic lashes. You can sometimes find these at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Really, really nice. I'm going to be impatient and put this on because I don't want to keep you guys here forever. So bear with me. I'm going to try to do this in my mirror or with you guys. What's the best way to do this? All right. So what I do is I like to put the center of the lash down first. Let's see if I could do this here. I'm going to use my mirror. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to put that as close to the lash line, and then I'm going to go in with the outer corner right here. I'm going to push that down as close to my lower lash line and push that up against my upper lash line. Just keep pushing it in, and then I'm going to go into my inner corner now. And see how that's still lifted? You're going to use your tweezers. Tweezers are really helpful in this aspect. Grab your lash and then push that down. And I like to hold it there for a few seconds because it helps like adhere. Ooh, it worked the first time. I'm so happy. Ah, I didn't put mascara on. See, I always think of so many things. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and this was my first application of lashes on camera, so always put mascara on before you apply your lashes. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. It's one of those nights, I guess. And I always try to make sure it is as secure as possible, just by playing with it a little bit, pushing it down. And there we are with that, so you can see my natural lash. So I will be taking some mascara. I'm using the Rowan Cake mascara in black, the one we opened the other day together, and I'm just going to go in there with it now to connect them together. But usually I did this with the other eye. You put on mascara before you apply your lash. But we did it, you guys. We did it for the first time. We got lashes on camera. I'm so excited now to do this more often with you guys because I know lashes can make a huge difference to a look. And this is the final look, you guys. The nice Halloween black smoky eye with a nice glitter spotlight halo. I love it. Then a nice dark lip with some glitter. I hope you guys like this. I'm so excited. Let's do some more lashes. I love lashes. Sometimes I like mascara, but I do love my lashes. So thank you guys for your patience and everything. I appreciate you guys so much. And tomorrow's another look. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we will be doing something fun. And I just thank you guys so much for being here and being so supportive and so amazing, reaching out to me, talking to me. You guys are just amazing people, and I love to get to know you guys, and I just love chatting with you guys. So thank you so much. If you like this look and want to see more, even after Halloween, we'll definitely be doing some fun glam looks. Just give me a thumbs up because that really, really helps me out. I really want to grow this channel, help more people, as many people as possible. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. So, all right, you guys, this is look number 3 for Halloween week. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you're going to try it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I had so much fun. Thank you guys again for joining me. Have a safe night, and I'll see you tomorrow.